Om Namah Shivaya. I am astrologer and author, Professor rudramohapatra from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. As I know that my serious videos on the esoteric astrology is not getting that much view as very easy videos like this, destined marriage partner, Pisacha yoga. That means people are liking those videos which are almost generic and have got some practical usages, not interested in knowing astrology to its deepest extent. Anyway, keeping that in eye, let's also make one very easy and applicable video for you all, basically the beginners. That is, whether you should look for yogas in Navamsha or not. Whether you should look for yogas in Navamsha or not. Personally, I always say that yogas are ancillary. You always go for prediction by bhava, bhavas and karaka. Yogas, if the planets involved in those yogas are really strong, then they make a promise on horoscope to support you or to hurt you. If it is a Raja Yoga, you call Raja Yoga, Dhana Yoga, whatever that yoga may be. A good yoga is acting as a protector for you, while a Arishta Yoga is acting as an enemy for you. And these yogas are nothing, just indicating your karmic pattern. You have done excellent job, so you have got good yogas. But exceeding from this D1, can we see these yogas in Navamsha? Navamsha 2. My suggestion, my request is, please look for yogas in Navamsha. Please look for yogas in the Navamsha. Like it is a Grahamalika yoga in Navamsha, good, which is appearing to be Vihanga yoga, which is appearing to be Sannyasa yoga, Kabadja yoga, because it said Vihanga or say it is Sannyasa. The planets are clumped in one house. So in the Navamsha, they are expected to move one Navamsha to other. So it may be a continuous yoga. Maybe, I am just giving an example. Gajja Kesari in the Navamsha. Whatever this yoga may be, Sani Chandra Jukti in the Navamsha. Now you will ask me the question, sir, why you are saying so? What is Navamsha? That is your Sukma Kundali. So any planets, they are in the Navamsha means they are regulating that part of the chart. Tura, Navamsha Tura, if it is becoming your Lagna in D1, so the planet posited in Tura is also controlling your Lagna in D1, right? So similar fashion, you please look for the yogas in the Navamsha. Basically or primarily because they are of different ascendant. Normally means most often D1 and D9 are of different ascendant, indicating that you have got some hidden karma to be read from the Navamsha. If they are same, take my words, it is now your astrology. As an astrologer, it is a very easy task to read the karma. That means nothing hidden there. Nothing like I call it the soul's karma is Navamsha. The imprints in your Chetana, you can read by Navamsha, which we are skipping in the D1, it often happens. That is why the Lagna of D1 is not at all the Lagna of Navamsha. Not at all means most of the time it is not. I am not saying it is impossible, but most of the time it is not. Indicating that you have some karma barrier or supporting what you are finding from D1. Now, Saturn may be Yogakaraka in your D1 but may not be in D9. If you take D9 as a different chart. So that is why please look for the conjunction as a yoga in D9. The first proposition. Like Gajja Kesari, you call it Jupiter and Moon. Jupiter Moon conjunction in the Navamsha If they are not happening in 12th house or 6th house of the Navamsha, then also it is acceptable. Remember, a planet which is afflicted, not even Sadbari, but if it is posited in some good houses of the Navamsha, while we are taking Navamsha as a chart, 159 of Navamsha, it is saying that it is going to give you good result. Whatever that Lagna may be. So conjunction, Saturn Moon conjunction bad. So yoga, those are created actually by conjunction. You look for those yogas first in the Navamsha. So Saturn Mars conjunction. Aspects similarly you can take. So yogas are nothing but combination of aspects and conjunction. So if you are overall finding a good yoga in the Navamsha, say it is any yogas, then it is supporting your D1. Even if you are looking that you are finding that in the Navamsha itself, the 11th lord of D1 and the second lord of D1 they are concerned, and they are in the D Lagna of D9. That means you will be concentrating on the wealth and you will be able to get that. Hmm. So this is basically conjunction, but if you say this Punarapu, Saturn, Moon's aspect in Navamsha, you can take it. So any yogas, you know that my idea on yogas is extremely less because you can have n number of yogas. So the promises of horoscope does basically look that good planets posited at good places. Being Sadbari is going to give you good results. But the so-called good yogas, like I always say this, yes, Guru Chandala, it will make you Vidharmi, which is very much necessary for this Kali Yuga. If you will become Dharmi like Professor Mahapatra, you will be get cheated everywhere, resulting in no materialistic pleasure. So Vidharmi is, I am saying, current day's need. So this is if your Lagnesha is with Jupiter, is Lagnesha with Rahu, Jupiter is Rahu is sitting with your Lagna in Navamsa. It is Guru Chandala. Yes, of course it is Guru Chandala. So you need to look for all the yoga those are getting found in the Navamsa. I understand that most of the you will find that what Professor Mahapatra is saying. This is quite easy. But many are not are also skeptic because when I did my video on Pujya Dosa in Navamsa, I find it highly viewed. That's because many were still skeptic. They have not got any consent from some astro researcher. So yogas, please if you are looking for good yogas in D9, D1, please look for whether some bad yogas are obstructing you or that or not. You will find that. You will 100% you will find that. You start looking for the yogas in the Navam, so you will see that the promises in the D1 will be getting disturbed, will be getting distorted because the combination of the planet that is happening in the Navamsa is anti D1, some of them, not all, indicating that your karma you need to put more effort on that. Suppose you did severe wrong to your mother, but in her last lifetime, you spent seriously 10 years of your life for servicing her everything, but still she was not satisfied on you. So you will find that moon is exalted in D1, but till you will find moon is just debilitated now also. That means your karma towards your mother remain incomplete. So please continue it. If you unlucky to have a mother, like I am very lucky to have a mother at least. So if you're unlucky to have a mother, then you can serve other elderly ladies. So Navamsa is saying nothing wrong. Navamsa is just saying that whether you are actually completing your karmic pattern or not. If that is the case, you will see the Navamsa and D1 will completely coincide. One planet is exalted there, it will be in the Moratikona in here Navamsa. The Onda here in the Navamsa. saying that the karmic imprint indicated by that planet is getting over. Like your sun is exalted, it is very well placed in the Navamsha, you are done. So even if so that does not mean that you start beating your father. Even if you are not doing sufficient for your father, you have done it. You have almost done it, which is indicated from Navamsa and even. So that is why please look for the yogas. A good yoga in the Navamsa definitely supporting you, which is not which is not seen in the T1. Because you see, it is mental karma, it is physical karma, basically from the D1. To some extent, your mental karma also, which is a little bit hidden, and we call like you have got energy level karma, you have got this. Your karmic imprint uh, with soul is there in the Navamsa. Basically, you understand in a simple fashion. The karma which you are not able to read in the D1, D9 is the option. So good yoga in the D9, excellent. Bad yoga in the D1, no problem. That means you have done good work pertaining to that. So don't worry to that much. So similarly, you are looking for the yogas in the D1. Never skip the yogas in the D9. So tomorrow don't look for the Kalas or for the so-called Kalas of the yoga in the D9 also. So sir, do you know? Because Rahu Ketu is always in the opposite in the D9. You know all the planets they are in the Kalas are for Navamsa. I'm not saying in that fashion. That you always find yes a place for cheating in my word. No, I'm just saying look for the good yogas. Simple good yogas is conjunction of good planets. Hmm. Uh, Lagna, Panchamesha, they are in conjunction, aspected by the Navamesha. What can be the best yoga for this? Above this. So you see this kind of combination. No need to put that Hamsa yoga, is it happening? No, no. You just see that how the planets are behaving and whether they are forming. They are saying you something combinedly. That is yoga, you know. One planet is saying individually. When they are saying in a team, that is yoga. So, well, time and again I'm saying you the reason behind that is from the next day you will start looking yogas in the Navamsa. And when you see these yogas, they may contradict D1, no problem. But they may assert D1. Hmm. So this is all for today's video. Knowingly I'm making this kind of videos will be helpful for the beginners in the astrology. Full-time beginners, not these so-called amateurs. Well, if you like my videos, you can think of supporting me. If you want consultation, please visit my website. I request you to follow me on Instagram. If possible, read my books so that you can understand. However, the books I have written, Rudraksha Jyotisha and Medical Astrology, are absolutely lucid in nature. You will not find an iota that says this Professor Mahapatra has written this medical astrology book, because that was in the beginning time when I was doing this Vidya Vachaspati, they call so-called PhD, but it is not like that. So Vidya Vachaspati 2 years ago, the dissertation was written. So I will suggest that you can better go for some good books in medical astrology, but my book is a very lucid one. So this all thing you can do to support me, and my final request, please dedicate your life to astrology so that astrology will also look upon you. If you are not doing astrology on a full-time basis, you are not doing justice to it, in fact injustice to it. So please do not do that. Well, this is all for today. Lord Mahadeva once, I'll come up with another new video soon. Till then, God bless you all. Om Namah Shivaya.